is officially here, so what better time than a scary movie on the big screen? I'm talking with Madelaine Petsch, so tell us about The Strangers Chapter 2, because what do we need to remember about this first chapter to get ready for this second one?
Yeah, chapter two picks up exactly where chapter one leaves you. So you've just watched this couple go on a road trip, their car breaks down, they have to stay in an Airbnb overnight, and at the Airbnb, three masked strangers do everything they can to absolutely terrorize them and ultimately kill them. They stab both. One's eyes open at the end of the movie. In movie two, you start with her eyes opening in the hospital, realizing what's happened, coming to terms with that, and then you watch her on the journey of having to continue to fight for her life because she's the only person who's ever survived the strangers, and reckoning with this idea of like, how much am I willing to do to survive?
I'm going to tell you, I had so much fun watching this second movie. It is so good. The action is so great. The horror, the suspense, it's so fun to watch. What is it like to kind of be part of this trilogy now? But here's the second movie. We're right in the middle of this and being the main character in this great series.
Thank you. Chapter two, you would usually imagine in a trilogy of films that the second film would be the bridge film and it would kind of be boring, but chapter two is kind of my favorite child. I know you can't pick your favorite child, but I just love what we did there. I think it doesn't really feel like a traditional horror film or a thriller or an action film. It's like an amalgamation of all these really great genres where it's just like a crazy ride to watch and to be in. I'm really happy to have done them all at once, so I don't have to go back and do that again because it was really, really hard. But yeah, I love Chapter 2. I stand behind it. I think it's a really, really fun film to go see with your friends.
It really is. And like you said, filming them all at once. What was that process like? Because I was reading some days you would film part one here, then part two you'd film in the afternoon, part three you'd film in the evening, like it's all jumbled. But what is that process like when you filmed all of those three back to back to back?
Yeah, it's actually funny because the first thing I ever shot was all of the hospital sequences in movie two. That was where I began the whole journey of the movie, which I'm so thankful for actually because it allowed me time to like really get into the world and into the sequences. I keep saying I think Riverdale taught me so well. It was like my art school to be able to handle things like that. Like we would shoot multiple episodes at one time. I would shoot an episode that's 5 episodes ahead and then 2 episodes behind. Like I had to be so locked into exactly where my character was at any given moment in such crazy circumstances on that show. And there's so much going on that to be coming here and doing this where it's just like this one storyline, it's just about Maya, it's all I have to focus on. And honestly, I won't say it felt easy, but I had the tools in order to do it properly.
And I'm glad you mentioned Riverdale because there is such a massive audience for Riverdale still all these years later. And just like the first Strangers movie, that one had a cult following. I remember seeing that in the big screen when I was in high school. It is so much fun. And now here's a whole new audience to get to see these movies. What do you hope like the tie-ins that people see the first one, but now can still see this new version of The Strangers?
Yeah, the 2008 version, our chapter one was essentially a remake of that movie. A, to bring that movie to a different audience, a younger audience that maybe hadn't seen it. And B, to be able to tell this story we're telling now, which is chapter two and chapter three, which is what happens after Liv Tyler opens her eyes at the end of the original Strangers. So that's why we did chapter one the way we did. Going into chapter two and three, you've never seen a Strangers movie like this. And that may be to our detriment to some people who have a very particular idea of what they want Strangers to be. But to me, it's fun. That's what filmmaking is about. It's about taking risks, doing different things with characters you love. So I'm excited for new audiences to see it. And I think if they haven't seen it, they should also watch the 2008 version because it is one of the most haunting films of all time, in my opinion.
It really is. And you are a glorified scream queen. Like this is so much fun acting because you're kind of the face of this movie by yourself. There's not much scenes with other people. Obviously you have these masked people, but they don't have dialogue very much. It's like, besides is Tamara home, but like here we are. And what is that like to kind of act alongside these people that they don't have many lines and you are just carrying the film from start to finish?
To be fair, the people under the masks are such talented actors and they brought such personality to each of those specific characters that I did really have actors to play off of. I was very lucky in that regard. I don't think I realized just how much of movie two is just me not talking on screen until I went to the premiere. We edited it so long ago now at this point. We've been in movie three for so long that I forgot. And then I went to the premiere and I was like, oh my God, it's like an hour and 15 minutes of the hour and 30 is just me alone. So it's definitely scary.
It's scary, but in the best ways possible. The Strangers Chapter 2 in theaters September 26th. Madelaine, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.